All right. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the C.R.S.A YouTube channel. My name is Brotha Neo, and I'm here to share some info with the people. But this one is more of a chat for something to consider, and also something that I am considering right now with myself. So let's all have a discussion in the comment section and to let me know what you think, and also your own personal experiences if you have been in this experience at all. My thing is this thing called polygamy, where one of each gender has more than one mate in a committed relationship. And there's people have different definitions with this, but for me, I'm thinking about right now in this video here, having more women to one man. And the reason why I've been thinking about this for the past few months is I realize how there's much more single women nowadays than single men. Yeah, you know the ratio, how they say there's more women to men. And it seems like that's true. And I see a lot of single women, and they're single for a variety of reasons. But at the same time, I realize that there's a lot of really good single men that actually are ready for a woman in their life. But for whatever reason, they just haven't chosen to be in a relationship. Like for me, for years, it's been for me focusing on my personal development and making sure that I have my mind and my spirituality and my body right, so that I can be ready for a relationship, a serious committed relationship first and foremost. Because I understand that the mind is all, and that is the most important thing for a person, to make sure that their mental conditioning is in order before they even consider being in a committed relationship with anybody. Because the committed relationships in general is a unit, it's a group, it's a system. And within that system, you have to have individuals who have a stable, strong mind that is as flawless as possible, without toxic inner conflicts. And here in America, that is something that's very, very rare, very, very rare. That's why I've learned now to not expect women to be perfect. That was something that I had to realize, that not everybody's going to be perfect. So learn to accept them as they are, and then also figure out what it is, if I'm able to tolerate them, if I feel like they'll be able to be in a relationship and help them grow. Because relationships also is about personal growth and helping each other grow. That's something that a lot of people don't really realize, and they're looking for perfect people. So anyways, I was thinking about this situation where having more women to one guy, because nowadays it seems like that actually is a good idea, and people need to start thinking differently and get out of their social programming where it says you have to have just one mate. Because having just one mate, that actually benefits our world governments, because it makes it easier for them, and also it takes out of the group mindset. Because when you have a group, more than one mate, and everybody is in unison with each other, that is like a colony. That's a colony where everybody can a colony. I don't know how to really say it, but what's the word? You know what I'm talking about, where you have more than one person together. It's a family. It's a family. But and I like the idea of having more than one mate, because we can all depend on each other. We can all help each other grow. And I feel like it first starts off with the man being the most mature, psychologically strong individual of the group first and foremost, and him having a high level, or at least a very good comprehension of relationships first and foremost, comprehension of himself, comprehension of the ego, relationships, as I said, and being able to be the leader of the group of the women. I'm talking about more women to one man in this one in particular, but being the leader of the group and understanding how to deal with different personalities. and guide the women to help them grow and help the overall relationship grow. And there's very, very few guys that are like that nowadays. I see that. And there's very few guys that are actually out of their psychological traps. And I have a psychological trap series on my homepage here on my C.R.S.A YouTube channel. You can check that out, of all of the main psychological traps that I have identified within myself. And hopefully it'll help you out. But what do you guys think about that nowadays? The idea of having more women to one guy, and with the guy actually being the most mature, strong one, and also he can be selective with choosing the right women. My thing is also, I feel like you got to make sure you're choosing the right women who are first and foremost as feminine as possible, and understanding the feminine nature and their nature, so that they can play their part correctly, and the guy can play his part as a man. Like, that is one major thing that I've realized throughout my years, these past few years of my personal development and observing people, is I realized that a lot of people do not know how to play their role correctly as the gender that they are. And they don't know how to identify the differences between masculinity and femininity. And our society here in America in particular has done a very, very good job keeping everybody confused between the two, and confused as far as not knowing how to play the role correctly within a relationship. And I'm speaking this about heterosexual individuals, strictly heterosexual individuals right now. And yeah, it's a lot of them. A lot of people do not know how to play their roles within a relationship. And me, I have been learning my own role as a man. That's why I've been focusing on learning so much about relationships, the mind especially, before I actually go into like a deep, serious relationship where we are genuine with each other. Now I know how to identify genuine women rather than these so-called thottish women that's running around here giving their stuff up easily, claiming that they want to be in a relationship, but they really don't know how to do it because they already in the wrong, just giving their stuff up to random guys that just seem like alpha and that just have this sexuality about them, and they just run to them and just give themselves to them. These type of individuals of women, they are definitely not relationship material until they understand how to control their sexual nature and how to be mature women. And a lot of them come from broken homes, dysfunctional homes, and dysfunctional relationships. So not all of them are bad, they just are lost. So for me, some women that are like that, but they really want to get better. Some of them I'll deal with and I'll help them grow. It depends on the situation, but not all of them are terrible. But I mean, like, nowadays you got to be very, very selective more than ever about choosing what type of mates to get involved with. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this situation. And also, if you have been in this situation before where you have multiple partners within one relationship, not a bunch of them from different relationships. I'm talking about in one group, one unit, one family. All right, definitely click that like button, subscribe, and until next time.